Jesus. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome
in
back.
the village. I don't know.
Welcome back to the HOTC, to the watchers. Oh wow, already stumbling and fumbling. To the watchers and the listeners, we want to thank you all. Shout out to the village for the support and the love. It is consistently flowing, and we greatly appreciate it. And what is it that we're gonna talk about today?
So today our topic is our closet moment. So we had the video about the demon. Now we have closet moments.
Yes, not our. I don't have closet moments.
That is a me thing. That's a Q thing. So closet moments, for those of you who are thinking they know what they are but aren't 100% sure, it's exactly what you think it is. It is time where you go hide yourself from all who might see you, and you vent, cry, whatever it is about whatever is stressing you, and you talk to nobody about it, and then you come out from wherever you were like everything is fine. I'm good, you're good, we're all good. Knowing deep down inside that is not the case. Those are closet moments. I'm sure we've all had them in some form or fashion at some point in our lives, because life can be stressful. So closet moments came about for me when I was younger. I don't know what it was, but I just had this mentality that the world had enough problems. It didn't need mine too. So I would literally plan meltdowns or moments where I would vent, but I didn't want anyone to know about it or hear about it. So I would at my grandparents' house wait for everyone to be asleep and go in the back part of the house. And
that's just what I envisioned you when the moment you said plan closet moments. That just
yeah, I would.
Okay.
Just, because I wanted to make sure everybody was asleep. So you had to, what's coming on TV, who's going to be, if my brother was having a game or something, how long we're going to be out, all sorts of things. It was a lot.
Too much effort.
No, it worked very nicely until this guy. I don't remember if we ever had an actual discussion about it, or if the first time it came up was the first time it happened while we were talking about your inner circle, the mothers of your children, and your whole life of relationships.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember when we were at the one hotel? You don't remember?
The one hotel, and I was talking about my inner circle?
We were at the one hotel, and I don't know what exactly all we were talking about, but it led into us being in a relationship, and you had all sorts of there was a list of people.
Oh, you talking about the time when I said the whole best friend thing?
Yeah, best friends.
Okay, the best friends and the kind of the hierarchy and 13 people or my peoples. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this was technically pre-relationship too. This was leading into, so yeah. So that's
Carl would say, together, but y'all together, but apart.
Yes. It was in that time frame. Yeah. And so, we were just having a conversation, and I'm listening because I'm a great listener. And
I was being, just like this podcast is titled, honest, open, and transparent.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the foundation of it all.
And it kind of started to sink into me what he was saying. Okay, not only are there 2 women who have children with him, there are also a whole host of women, his inner circle,
Yes.
who he's in constant contact with and very close to those people. And, this is my sister and this is my best friend and this is my best friend. And I'm like, so there are all of these people.
Yeah, at that time, there were all women except one.
Yeah. And then the one male was kind of like not as close as all the women too. So it's kind of like...
my mentor. It's my bro right there.
Yeah, so... But yeah. So I'm like seeing it in that there's all of these women and then me.
I'm sorry, dog. It's getting a little hot in this seat right here. I gotta get me some water. Go ahead, you keep talking. Keep talking.
But yeah, so I kept listening. I was a little quiet on my speech because all that was processing in my head. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I don't know about this. And I told him, I was like, look, I don't quite understand what all you've got going on, but I do know this, that if we are something, I am not going to be contending with anybody for your time, your attention, or your affection. That is not going to happen. And if that's something that you're expecting, then this is not going to be. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is a truly unconventional type of podcast. I just stepped out and not going to edit this. It's going to stay right here.
I don't understand why you gave me cold water.
It was right there.
Mm-hmm. So was my water bottle. Anyways.
It just says hot. Okay, I need to cool it down.
I prefer room temperature water.
Talking about all these women and stuff.
I'll just do that. He'll probably need
it.
But anyways, so I told him that and he just kind of, I don't remember your exact response, but I think you said you don't prioritize and there's no hierarchy. Everybody is all there together in the same. Which you would think like, okay, no one's going to be more important than me. But then in my head, I was like, wait. But that means no matter what we are or become, I will still be on the same level as the mothers of your children who you are no longer in a relationship with and your friends. Like, we're all going to be just sitting there right there.
I said that?
Mm-mm. Yeah. There are no priorities. There is, like, all of us together. It was just...
I said you were in there, too? With everybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, again, kind of... and then I realized, like, I need to go have a moment. So he was talking. I was like, He stops talking. And then he starts asking, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. I just need to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I'm in there. I'm crying. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? Who thinks like this? As our friends would say, who made you like this? Literally thinking all of this in my head.
Well, they just say, who made you?
No, they've said it. Jordan has said, who made you like this? Like, specifically like this. Not often. It's normally who made you. But it's been tagged on there a few times. But anyways, yeah, I'm in the bathroom and I'm thinking all this and I've said a few things out loud, like not loud enough for him to hear, but like everything else is happening in my brain as I'm processing. And I'm like, okay, I think this is one of those red flag moments that I possibly could have had with the people in my past that I didn't pay attention to. So let me take a moment to pay attention to this. So I tried to calm myself down as best as I could because I was like, I don't understand.
Where were we when this happened?
I don't know.
Because I remember the hotel, but I don't know if we were out of state or not.
I don't know.
I think we were out of state. Was it San Francisco?
Well, that's not out of state, but maybe.
That is not out of state. You are correct.
It could have been San Francisco.
No, it couldn't have been San Francisco.
You sure? Because isn't that
was joy and happiness and
that's true.
Strengthening our relationship and connection and cooking fish.
Was it the first?
Or salmon.
Was it the first Texas trip?
Oh man, a lot of incidentals happened in Texas. So yeah, I'll probably
which would have been that was a terrible trip. We'll probably get into that in another episode, but that was a terrible trip. So that would
Which
make
one, the
sense.
first one?
The first one, the very
just a
first
teaser.
one.
She called me useless, but continue on. Continue on.
I thought it. He said it.
No, she said
but
it.
anyways,
Continue on.
anyways, so this is a red flag moment, and I thought to myself, Aquia, right here now, you're going to have to decide if you're going to continue or walk away. Yeah. Because if this person, that's what I was thinking in my head, because you were no longer Floyd L, you were a person. Yeah, that's how far you took me.
Back in the Aquia days, she's cute now.
Well, cute. But this person, if this person really thinks like that, that is absolutely okay to be with somebody and they're on the same level as your old relationships that are no longer, be it with kids or not, and your friends. No one is, you're not more important. Everyone's just on the same. Is that something that you can deal with? It was a rhetorical question because I already knew the answer was no. That's not how that works in my brain. I think the majority of women's brains. So,
PSA announcement. This was we were not together at this point as I'm saying these things.
Yes. This is well before that. So I think you called out to me like, hey, you okay or something? Because I was contemplating. I was in there for some time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I think I don't think you he didn't hear me crying, but I'm one of those people, I cry. Sorry, I had to take my glasses off. This whole section of my face turns bright red. Eyes, it's bright red. And then my eyes automatically get puffy. So you can always tell. There's no let me blot it away and look, there's no better. You can tell. So I came out the bathroom and it's like, what were you doing in there? Huh? Nothing, I'm fine. No, what is it? Nothing, I'm fine. There was a whole, I'm fine. It's like, what? So I'm like, okay, because then he threw out the open, honest, transparent communication that normally was my thing, throwing it out at him. He threw it back at me. So then I told him pretty much what happened.
Wait, say that again. Say it again. Say exactly what you just said again.
He threw the open, honest, transparent communication thing at me, which is normally my thing, because I would always throw it at you because you didn't ever want to talk. You just want to get information, get answers. You didn't want to be open. So I would always throw, aren't we supposed to be? And then you threw it at me.
But the whole objective to the hot seat is for other people to be that way with me. That was the initial play.
Except when it was introduced and I said yes and open, because initially he didn't have the open part. No. I added the open part into it. Which
was annoying.
Literally the moment after he's like, we have to be honest and transparent with our communication. I'm like, yes, and open. We're going to be open, honest, and transparent. So that's exactly how that happened.
Not really. It wasn't right after I said it. It was a few weeks.
No, it wasn't.
That was not.
And we're going to go with what I'm saying because memory over here.
Yeah, serves me right all the time.
Hardly ever. Anyways, so I end up telling him why I was in the bathroom for so long, what I was thinking. I don't know if I told you. I don't remember if I told you I was also contemplating on whether or not we were going to continue forward or just be friends. I don't remember if I told you that. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember anything, like you said.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. You said that.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I told him everything. And then...
which transitioned into me explaining.
He explained his thought process, which still didn't make sense to me. I was like,
But at the end of the day, you were right here. And they were right there.
No, not at the end of that day. At the end of yesterday... At the end of this transition, yes. But at the end of that day, it was, this is how I see things. And if we were to go forward, you would break apart from my friends. But the mothers and you are all together.
I don't remember saying that, but
you didn't say.
Mind you, this is 2 years ago, so you're probably right.
You didn't say that specifically, but it was basically. It ended up being that the three of us would be upper, and then your friends would be a step, maybe half a step behind. So I was like,
really? Half a step? You're being...
Like I said, I don't really exactly remember how you put it, but it was, I mean, there was going to be a separation.
So just say that. Half a step?
You're always talking about me being more detailed when we're recording.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
So that was that. And then I was like, okay, well, let's see how that works. This is before I understood, or I should say, this is before I had a better understanding of his philosophy when it comes to the mothers of his children and their interactions and what his aspirations for that relationship to be. This is before I understood better what that was supposed to be.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay. And then I learned. But that comes later. But yeah, so that was the first closet moment. And then that was literally the day. First and, well, it wasn't the last. But it was the first closet moment. And that's when he decided there will be no more of those. And I'm looking at him like, excuse you? How are you going to tell me how to handle the things I'm going through? So then he clarified, there will be no more of those with me. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, it is unacceptable and it is not allowed.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is that she's going through internally, I want you to express it externally to me so I know what it is that I can do to help. And if I'm part of the problem, even more reason to tell me.
Which is irritating because this is a person who up until this day, I still have to explain. It's not a you have to, it's a we need to. You don't have to deal with it. We need to deal with it. Still explaining that. Coming from the person telling me it's unacceptable to have closet moments. I'm just saying.
You lost me because what I said was perfect. I don't know what you just said.
You're telling me it's unacceptable for me to feel, or it's for me to keep the thing. No, I stopped.
Hey.
It's unacceptable for me to keep to myself thoughts and feelings. I'm supposed to express all those to you so we can figure out how to fix them. Especially if it includes you. But you like to keep things to yourself and try to fix it by yourself.
Yeah, but we're not. This episode is not about me.
I know, but I threw that in there. That was a little thing to
throw. This is all about you.
If it was all about me, you wouldn't be talking so much. But that's, again.
I'm not even talking a lot. I'm not.
Deboed the introduction already.
Because you lost your thought.
No, I didn't.
I have to have your back.
No, you just knew what you wanted to say and thought you were just going to jump in and do it anyway.
It's part of a relationship. We have each other's back.
That's not what
you're sitting there with the...
It's called a breath. People do that. People pause for dramatic effect. I did not do any of that. That's what you saw in your head because you wanted to talk. That's not what happened.
I was looking at the lips.
No.
I was moving slow.
But anyways, so that was first and last closet moment, I should say, where it was separate from him. I've had other ones. He's allowed me, I guess you could say, just because of the topic, what it was about surrounding where I was allowed,
the situation.
Yeah.
And
it was like 2.
Don't say that. You were allowed. It's just you expressed to me that you needed a moment, and because of the situation, I was like, okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Oh, I didn't see that. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's not really that I've had them. It's just I took time before talking to him about it, basically. And there's only been a couple of those.
Yeah, it's only been like 2.
Yeah, it's a couple.
Yeah, you're right.
2.
You said 2 earlier, I think, and then you said couple again. So, and then I said 2. Might as well just make it 6.
So there haven't been that many. But yeah, I mean that. To be honest, sometimes I do kind of wish that I could have some more of those.
Why?
Because
this is new news to me.
It is. He's
right
never
here.
heard this.
Never heard this.
Because remember our conversation about how I have no time for myself? How I have no time to like decompress or to think about things and figure stuff out, and how am I feeling and process stuff that's happening? Closet moments. That's literally what they were used for me to work through them. The only difference is I would work through them in a way where it's...
In an actual closet?
No. I would work through them in a way where it's, okay, just, put your big girl britches on and get through it. Like, it's not that important. This is not that bad. I really wouldn't allow myself to feel. I would take the time to let out some of whatever I'm feeling, crying or, tightening my hands. I had really long nails back then, and so I would tighten my hands so it kind of like hurt and then like release, just to, because I wasn't going to punch anything because I'm not strong. I didn't want to break a hand. That would be terrible. And then people would know. But yeah, so I worked through enough of it to where I could push it away. Whereas now...
You don't have the time to do it.
Exactly.
But
see, the difference now would be not so I would, if I were able to have closet moments, I would be able to work through it. But then, rather than push it away, I would come and talk to you about it.
Which I'm trying to figure out, because like what we did, honestly, we talked about it today with a few. Is it? Oh, yeah, the whole crew. The whole crew was there, with the exception of Adam and Carl. But we kind of talked about it today, that I don't understand, but yet trying to understand why I, for some reason, can come home.
Oh, yeah.
And have the time, which is the bathroom. That is my spot, the bathroom or the shower. And I am completely undisturbed. Or if I'm literally sitting right here in this very spot, spot over there, and I'm just doing my work and nobody bothers me. And I don't understand why they just don't leave you alone.
Never. Like,
I don't get
to
it.
the point where, okay, I get, because I work nights. So sometimes, like, if I work 2 nights in a row, I'm not really seeing during the daytime because I'm asleep. So I get that. Like, oh, I haven't seen mommy, or Miss Aquia.
Or heard from you.
Yeah, so, like, I get the need for the me time. I get that. But we can be together all day. Literally. They wake up with hot, funky breath, and we go through the whole routine, through lunch and snack time and play, and don't do that to her. Stop pestering him the whole day. He comes home, and oh, Daddy's back. Oh, and they give hugs, and then did you have a good day? And then that's it. That's the whole interaction. Those 5 minutes when he initially comes in.
Hey,
that's
all I have to say about that is, man, God is dope. That's all I got to say about that.
That's it. He gets home, they do that.
Hey, that was my transition to shout out the company. God is dope. So make sure you guys go ahead and support that. It's a great movement. I stand behind it. I stand with it and by it. And I'm going to buy some more. Hopefully they listen and they catch on, and we can establish a true type of partnership, because I would love for you guys to sponsor us. I mean, hey, if you don't ask, you shall not receive.
It would be nice if I could also get some apparel, because I'm not sure if you noticed,
sure. For sure.
It.
Yeah, you decided to wear athletic gear today. So.
But I don't have anything that says God is dope.
Well, you can wear my sweater.
I don't have anything.
That is true. That is very true. We'll buy you some gear. It can't just be me wearing and representing. We got to get you some gear. So we'll order some things.
Like he said, if you don't ask, you shall not receive.
Exactly. I mean, hey, knock and the doors will be open. I'm still learning the Bible, y'all, so I'm lost. But y'all get what I'm saying.
I would say what?
Yeah, I don't know. Knocking, you said, I don't know what it is. I'll get it though. I'm still learning.
But like I was saying, 5 minutes. He can go in the bathroom, and I get, like, for him, I understand them not going in there. But even, like, after that, he'll still come and he'll sit in the corner of the couch. He is visible. He has nothing but his phone and his iPad in front of him. Mm-hmm. He's changed the channel and he's watching the game. So it's not like he's doing work and he's just in here doing work. He's just in here. No.
I'll be doing work, lounging, but I'll be doing work.
No, I'm talking about, like, you have one set of something here. Like the days where you have the 3 going. So you have, like, the basketball game, you're watching highlights from something else, and you're looking up something. Not the days where you're doing the iPad. Not those days.
Well, most of the time, that's what I mean.
I mean, those days, I get. He's got one source of work. But most of the time, or a lot of the time,
sometimes
he'll be watching and doing other stuff, playing a game or something on his phone. Visible and accessible.
Oh, no, I don't play games on my phone. That's only bathroom time.
You've done it a couple of times out here, though. No, but anyways, he's visible, he's accessible, he's available.
They walk right past me. I'm an apparition.
He'll be here. They're in the room. You know who does this the most? Achilles. Achilles does this a lot. He'll walk in, say hi, Daddy, ask what you're doing, and then walk to the kitchen where I'm at and tell me something that the girls did in the room. I'm like, we're talking to your dad. Did you tell Dad? No. But, like, I am cooking.
In those moments, I would say that I am useless. Because I'd just be like, hey, came to you. Prince went to you. Yvonne, Ray, they went to you. They didn't come to me. So I'm going to continue and debrief and get back to my work and lounging.
We've been together all day. Nothing.
Hey, it's just the closer they get to you.
I go in the bathroom. I close the room door. I close the bathroom door. And then I go to the bathroom and I get, can you see my fingers? Can you see my fingers under the door? Can you see them? Yes. What do you want? Nothing. Can you see my fingers? Yes. Go sit down. Less than a minute later. What are you doing? I'm in the bathroom. Oh, okay. What do you want? Nothing. I'm just going to wait on you. No. Go sit down so I can use the bathroom. We've been together all
I am not
day.
here for those moments. That would be hilarious. And I wish I could drop a link so y'all could see that. Because I would record that one. That's funny.
I don't understand.
Fingers under the door.
Yes, I don't. Can you see them? Of course I can see them. They're under the door. Oh, okay. Like, did you think they were gonna disappear? What? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I know it's about you, but I gotta interject.
What?
Because I think it's a different dynamic for all the kids. And a little bit, I'm just going to say it like that. It's a different dynamic for all the kids because now they're in a situation where it is traditional in a sense to have that mother figure, that father figure in the house. I don't know, I just feel like they're just drawn to the mother figure and I'm just the guy that is here doing what he's supposed to do, and is more like mother nurturing.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be able to pee by myself.
I need your attention. I'm around you all day. We've already built that connection, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just go to you because I ain't seen him all day, but I'm happy to see him. But I don't know. I just be like, look, I got work to do. Leave me alone. And it's just an unspoken. It's an unspoken thing between me and the kids.
So I'm glad you brought that up because there was one I worked and Prince was here. He was awake. And Flanell was like, just tell him you have to do work and close the door. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because it works for me.
I have to go do work. Oh, you have to do work? Yes, I have to go do work. Okay, I'm going to be in the room. I'm going to close the door, but I have to do work. You just, like, go back to sleep. Okay.
Or watch TV.
At this point, he was still, like, he woke up, but he was still kind of sleepy. I asked him, and he said, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, go back to sleep. I'm going to be doing some work. So then I maybe got, like, 5 minutes, and then he's at the door. Yes, he's hungry. Okay, go brush your teeth. So I make him something to eat. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do my work. You just stay in here. You watch the TV. I don't know. I think I had it on, like, the Spider-Man TV series. So just keep playing. So I go to sleep. I was like, you just stay in here. I go in the room. 5 minutes later. What is it? I like this Spider-Man. Okay, go. I have to do my work. Go watch the TV. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. What is it?
We get it.
Just back and forth.
That's terrible.
I have to do my work. Apparently doesn't matter for me.
Terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know what to do with you guys.
I don't know.
We need some advice. I have no idea. I do it. It works. She does it. It don't work. She needs to have her time.
I would like some.
Potty time, obviously. She emphasized that a few times.
Like, really, if I could go and just have my time in the bathroom, even that. Like, because even the shower, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, he's pulled, shh, what are you doing? You're looking at me. You know what I'm doing. You're taking a shower.
Oh, he's done that?
Yeah, and then he'll tell me, you're taking a shower?
Okay.
Yeah, taking a shower.
Okay, all right.
He did, this is what he told me. He wanted to know where I was at. So he came to find me.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Does anybody else have this problem?
Yeah, so I guess we're going to need some comments. Please drop some comments in there, some words of advice, because
Suggestions.
I mean, she's got to get a rest. I'm at work. It's not much I can do. It's really not anything.
No.
I can do.
I know we had a conversation and he asked, what can I do? And I said, there isn't anything you can do.
I can't retire. I mean,
He is trying. I believe it.
I can't retire.
You can't retire.
I can't retire, Even as I say that, I'm thinking of ways on which I can retire.
But he can't retire.
But I can't.
So.
I'm 28.
You don't have to bring that up anymore because you can't do it. So just.
I'm 3 years into the career and it's just like, well, no, it's not possible. So yeah, I don't know.
Right.
But I think we're gonna make some changes that'll probably help a little bit because we have some issues that have come up as far as the children not feeling seen, heard, or valued. I think we talked about it before. Is me and the girls are 5 in the morning to about 6 o'clock at night. They tired. They rather be home like right after school and have time to relax and do things, and not able to do things. And then when they were in dance, it went all the way to 9 o'clock, and they just be super tired. They're literally zombies. And so we had to we have to take him out of the dance. But
Yeah.
I think gonna make some changes that'll hopefully help
Hopefully.
it out instead of commuting to work and school. I mean, school doesn't have to be that far away. So hopefully that'll help. But
we've got some things in the works, at least on that
Yeah.
front. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that I have, even with all of that going on, I have kept myself from falling back into the habit or the old habit of closet moments. I've made it a point to make sure I don't do that. It's been difficult at times because, like I said, I just feel like I could just disappear and just disappear and breathe for a second. But I'm like, no. Don't want to just fall into old habits.
And I think the key is taking the hot out of it and emphasizing the C. And I think that communication is probably the best
You don't
tool.
want to be honest?
No, as far as that situation, as
Oh.
far as the closet moments are concerned, is you're stressing, like I said, the letter C, communicating.
Oh, okay.
So effectively communicating to me what's going on, so that way I at least know what it is that you're dealing with. So when I walk through the door, I'm not adding more onto the plate,
Yeah.
rather trying to take things off your plate, or walking in with the expectation that, okay, well, we had that honeydew, not the fruit, but the honeydew list on, like, okay, this is what we were talking about taking care of. And I'm not walking in the door and be like, all right, nothing was done today. What happened? So
That's so irritating.
yeah, I did do that for quite a season. But anyway, now I'm just walking in the door, like having the expectation that, okay, now I know what's going on and why certain stuff weren't done. Let me try
And get some things.
to get some of those things done. Not successful, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, honest. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't, no, not 100%, but I try.
And I appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'll be
even that
vacuuming.
is like, okay.
I'll be sweeping.
Yeah.
Be dozing off on the couch too. I'll wash the clothes.
Out.
Just out of there. Oh, I'm straighten my head up. But yeah.
So one more thing I would just like to throw out.
Una más por la gente.
That collective we you like to throw around when you really mean me.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What does this have to do with the closet moment?
It doesn't, but you just did it right now, and it just like, I don't know if you saw it, but my eye started twitching. It's one of those.
I'm looking
things.
at the people.
It's one of those things, but you do. Oh well, we need to da 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 da, but you're actually talking about I need to, like the honey-do list you brought up, the things we need to do, which are what I need to do.
So in this segment, we talking about something, and we're gonna work through it live.
I guess so.
With y'all.
Well, I wanted to bring it to your attention because I don't think I've ever told you, but you just did it, and I just, that would,
Tell me.
That would also help.
Break it down. What's wrong with me saying we?
Because we aren't doing it. I'm doing it.
How?
Because I'm physically doing it.
You're doing what?
Whatever it is on the honey-do list.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is what you say.
You just say doing it. I don't know what you're talking about. I got it now.
This is what you say. We need to wash the clothes. We need to clean the kitchen. We also need to, straighten up the front because people are going to be coming over. And then this part of the we leaves to go to work. So by we, you mean me. So I would just rather you say, if you could do this, this, and this, rather than we need to, because you're not helping me.
Well, I say we because if it isn't done, then that means I'm in here doing the other part. So collectively, we handled it together.
No, we don't, because collectively you
Because I've
come back and you have your time in there and you come out here and everything keeps going like it has been. And you do your work for Wilson Financial, and by the time that's done, whatever has to happen has happened. And then, because even you're like, oh,
or
you finished
for
that already?
Q-Flow, because I'll be editing the video.
Well, yeah. But, and then that's your response. Oh, you did it already? Oh, okay. Let me sit back. Because it's all done now.
No, there's been situations where it wasn't done and I came in and I pitched in.
Yeah, though, I mean, that has happened. I'm talking about the majority of the time. But like I said, even outside of the honey-do list, the collective we is just not something I'm on board with.
Okay, well, I felt it was a great idea to get my mind trained up that it is literally a we thing, not just a single person. So if certain tasks weren't completed, and then I know that they were completed, which is why I check in or reach out
He checks in. He checks in.
And see where we're at. So that way
but we aren't at anywhere.
Anyways, to see where we're at on the list, I'm still saying we. So when I get home, I can muster, 'cause I'd be tired, y'all. Have the energy to go ahead and take care of that and then get to my decompress / I'm doing something else that's on my list that I have to do that you're unable to assist me with, because it's really, that is just a flow thing.
Yes,
because that's my world, which is the money. Just like with the doctor stuff, I don't have time for that. That's health. You got that.
That's a whole nother bag of something else.
So
we'll talk about that too later. Not now, but later. But no, I'm just saying, like, I understand the thought process, but again, you can say, these are things I'd like for you to do. And then when you check in.
What's the quotes behind that?
Because I'm not checking in on you. I just want to know what you did. That's called checking in. Like, that's what it is.
I just want to know where we at.
But when you call or you inquire about whatever, so what were you able to do? Or there was one time where you did it perfectly. Is there anything that I need to do or that still needs to be done when I get home? That was perfect.
Hey, it's called transitions. We transition through things. Together.
And I told you, I think it was like something in the room or something. But,
Oh, when you needed me to vacuum.
Yeah.
Or something.
So,
which I vacuumed.
Like I said, it wasn't a it was, I would like for you to do these things because of whatever it was. I forget what. So
that was recent. I did that.
Yeah. Because of, and then it's things. Okay. Is there anything that still needs to be done I can do when I get home? Yes, there's this. Okay.
And then I do.
But there was
I do as much of those things as I can, and then back to it, communicate what it is I was not able to do.
Right.
Yeah. Like I had the greatest intentions to do them clothes, but was it last night?
No. That was a couple weeks ago.
No.
Where you fell asleep?
No, that was last night. Remember I said last night if I had enough energy, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We just got through with the car. Charging the car. And I'm like, man, if I had the energy, I would have started washing the clothes last night too.
Oh, I did not catch that. I was beyond sleepiness.
This one was trying to get them Z's.
I was beyond sleepiness.
Over here trying to talk to you about the ring and stuff.
I woke up when I needed to.
I'm awake. Huh? What'd you say? Okay, we're down to one. There's 3 here.
I woke up when I needed to. We got it figured out, okay?
You got them fries and that smoothie from McDonald's and it was out of there.
I was out. I was honestly out before that. I was zombified and then I was out.
Man.
But
and I followed suit right after. We almost spent the entire night in that parking lot.
Charging the car. Yep.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, I mean,
Jesus.
Closet moments were effective when I was younger. They could be useful. They would just need to be tweaked. But now it's not even a matter of...
It's not even an option.
Yeah, it's like there isn't even time for it to be a problem or for me to try out or for us to try out whether or not closet moments with that, but I'm going to talk to you about it after I've calmed down or whatever it is, thought through it. There is not even an option for that because there is no time.
No.
Me and the kids, we'll just all have a closet moment together.
We're just gonna talk about it and work through it. To me, it seems to be working. Do you think it's working?
Well, we haven't had too many things going on. Like, no, that's not even true. We've had a whole lot of things going on, but we haven't had things like that because our last big. Well, I should say my last big explosion was when I first let you in on the fact that I have no time for myself. Like, all sorts of things were happening. And I'm like, literally...
Explosion?
Yes.
It's a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
I'm over here...
Don't you understand? Like,
I'm literally... I'm not trying to get y'all to think of this stuff, but I'm literally in the shower trying to get ready for work. And the bathroom is my, like, get ready for the day, decompress from the day, and it's just like, close the screen, I got stuff to do. Screen wide open, we're talking with the water running. I am, really?
He set me off when it was...
But...
Yeah.
I had to, I guess, let you know that you need to be, I'm going to... have you feel like you're being literally seen, heard, and valued.
Although in that moment, I
Thank
did
you,
not.
Miss Kev on stage.
Yes, thank you.
Kev on stage.
But I did not. In that moment, in the bathroom, I did not feel seen, heard, or valued. I felt like I was irritating you in your moment of peace, and I'm telling you, I don't ever get any of this. And you're like, well, leave mine alone. That's what I felt like.
And to be honest,
that was the truth.
I tried, as I was saying, to have you feel that way, but yeah, you was disrupting the flow.
And I was all sorts of upsetness, just all sorts, and just everything just. And then we went over to the friends, to the Clarks, not that night, but another night. And then at that point, that's when, I think it was like 2 nights later, like, I'm telling you, this was some
Thing
time.
was marinating,
yeah,
simmering.
some time.
Well seasoned.
That night, I was in the car, I was just like, I felt like I was gonna, like, my whole body was gonna explode.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
I remember. We were asking where you was at.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, he's like, you come, like, to go in. I was like, no, I just need a minute. So I was just in the car. I was honestly praying because I was like, Lord, I don't know. I don't know.
Gave you a minute too.
I don't know. And then he ended up coming back out and was like, yeah, so what do I need to do? Yeah, all this. He's like, if I go back in there and you're not with me, he's like, they're all coming out here.
Say it again.
So he's like, they're all coming out here. And so that's when we had a talk where I actually felt seen, heard, and valued.
Say it again, though.
Say what again? They said they're all coming out here?
No, before.
You came back to the car and was like, what do I need to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Say it again. That's good advice.
He came back
after
going inside. He came back and was like, what do I need to do to help?
See?
And so...
Hashtag emphasis on the Clarks. That's what that is.
Huh?
When you have a problem.
Oh, we have a problem.
Have a problem.
Yes. Carl. gold right there.
Yes.
I'll put it on a shirt.
Dropping the gems.
But yeah, so that, not the bathroom initial explosion, but that night is when I felt seen, heard, and valued. Now, granted, we haven't quite figured it out yet, but at least I know he knows, understands, is aware, and we're trying to figure something out so that can happen.
Yeah, because it's a challenge. It is truly a challenge, blending the family, moving from the desert to LA, moving out of my grandparents over here, having to deal with less than half a mile walking to work. Same thing with taking Yvonne to school, to now 16 miles that just for some reason has to take an hour and a half to do. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Like,
all
this
that
is all
time.
about transitions as we blend. And I think the thing is there are so many transitions because we are blending a family.
Yeah.
It's not like Ray and I just moved out here for a new experience. And it's just the two of us and we got to get used to being out here. Or you and Yvonne moved out of your grandparents' house and you have to get used to living. Like, it's not just that.
Yeah, with the same dynamic.
It's not just that. It's almost everything is just
everything's
changed.
new.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And we're here to put it out there, give a platform to blending families. Because it is a challenge. It is a challenge because you're not just dealing with each other trying to do it together. You have the parents and those schedules to take under consideration, and there's just a whole lot.
And then the children themselves,
and then their feelings and the things that they're going through because they're used to it just being us two and us two, or us three and two, and now it has to be 5. 24/7. That's a big change. New school. It's just a lot.
It's a lot.
It's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are any blended families out there that would like to come and join in on us and talk about different topics and give a true platform for the blended families to talk about different topics and how we handle things and the different perspectives and how we're blending them, bringing them together. I mean, you guys can just email us. You can just email us at
lifewithqflow@gmail.com.
There you go, lifewithqflow@gmail.com. Communicate with us that way. Or if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can always drop the comments, say that it is that you want to be a part of, and you go ahead and just shoot us an email, and we'll be on the lookout for that because we want that community. We want the village.
Yes.
The village to come up, represent, comment, get the engagement and conversations going because it is valuable. And sometimes we'll be hearing the same stuff over and over again, and that's okay because that's just affirmation and reminding us that is something that needs to be a priority. Mm-hmm. So one comment that came through was Carl talking about you need to be at the top of the pyramid.
Oh.
And I was just like, nah, I mean, I can have a +1. His name is Jesus. He's like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So it's always good to have that said again.
Yeah.
Because it is important, that is valuable information leading into a marriage, having that idealism, that philosophy, that perspective on how the relationship should work. The wife, the husband at the top, kids, family, mothers of your children, MOCs, fathers of the children, FOCs are just like below. That is really, us coming together. Right. I mean, in the biblical sense, the man has to leave.
Yep, leave and cleave.
He's got to leave.
What?
I mean, I just, in my head, I put age at the end of that and it just combined because you said cleave and I just had age in my mind and it just, come on, man.
Lord.
I know. He's good. God is, once again, dope. Make sure you get the merch. But yeah, most definitely the man has to leave and then join on in with his family and his wife. So his wife and his family, hold on, let me get it right. Cause you up there and then the kid and then everybody else on the pyramid scheme. So yeah, and the God is the overseer of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for listening.
Yes.
That's a little talk on the closet moments and how it's no more. It's dead, just like the demon is dead, and so the light is there, and that's what we're always going to have our focus on is the light, is the fact that we do have each other. That yes, there are going to be situations where we are in a dark room, but we got to avert our attention to the light.
Yes.
Because we did not come together by accident. It was by design.
Mm-hmm.
I realized it many years ago. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to continue to bring it up. But anyway, in all seriousness, God knew that it was for us to be together. It is a divine union.
Yes, it
so
is.
We always give him the glory and all the honor, all the praise and all the worship in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm different with it. So.
Yeah, I'm a prayer, so I pray.
Yeah. I was in church setting. That was my mind frame.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm praying.
Yeah, I don't be doing that, standing up. I just sit there. Yeah.
I'll stand, I'll do my hand, but I always pray.
Even the kids starting to do it and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, go ahead. Praise the Lord, worship him in your way.
Because they see it is okay and it's acceptable.
Yes, it is acceptable. You praise the Lord the way you do it. I just do it differently. They do it the way they do it. You do it the way they do it.
Right.
But
But yeah, so you guys, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, you can leave them on this video. If you want to be a part, grow the village, grow the people, you can email us lifewithqflow@gmail.com. Otherwise,
you can comment on the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
There you go, subscribe.
Drop the comments, always share.
Oh wait.
Help us put the message out there. And then we have the YouTube. I mean, not the YouTube.
The Facebook.
We have the Facebook, where we're always going to be posting our videos for the hashtag Living with QFlow, when we have the family doing crazy things, having fun, having family conversations. We plan on doing that with different outings, at different restaurants. So different restaurants have already approved us to shoot the videos in there. So that's pretty awesome and cool. And that's what's on Facebook, plus everything else. Comment, whatever you got to do. We're always going to drop the link for the HOTC podcast on the Facebook, but it's going to be strictly on the YouTube until the YouTube alert. Until we actually get our official logo, and then we'll be on the other type of podcast segments as far as Apple. We may add Spotify, SoundCloud. Don't really know how to do that. I just learned the Apple one. I'm sorry, guys. But you can watch.
We're learning. This is also part of our transitions and learning processes.
Yes, doing something we've never done before.
Because I am not a social media light.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
run it again.
What is it?
YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, comment.
Hit the notifications button. I learned that by somebody.
Yeah, hit the notifications so you know when we got the new content going up. We got the Facebook alert. So we always going to put our face on that book. So please please comment and share also. And then we got the Gram. I'm hungry.
So I just learned that people.
So you can follow and comment.
They like instead of saying Instagram, they do like IG. Somebody had texted me that, and I was like, "What is IG?" I did not know that they were talking about Instagram, because they're like, "Oh, I like your new IG," and I'm like,
Okay, yeah, all right.
What?
Instagram. You can find us on the Instagram, and this we kept it really simple. It is Living with Q Flow on everything.
Yes.
On everything. And then you just send us an email for any comments, concerns. If you want to sponsor us, yeah, because people may have some concerns that they want to address to us. And then, though we're young, we've gone through some things. We seasoned in other areas, and sometimes we accidentally, by the grace of the Lord, dropping some knowledge.
Yeah.
And then we got to take back and watch what it is that we just said right now in this video and be like, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but the Lord right there.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah, it really has. It really has. So lifewithqflow@gmail.com. You can send us any of your questions, concerns. You want to sponsor us, we would appreciate it. You know, we trying to elevate, and we can't do it without you guys. I mean, just being honest.
That's true. It's very true.
Because it literally takes a village. We're only successful when we're supporting each other. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, let's help each other get up to the top, you know. That's what it's all about. Or if you want us to feature you, any business that you have out there, you want us to go ahead and shout you out, send us the information. She does the approvals on that. Yes. And so we will feature you. It's no big deal because that's what we're all about. All right. Thank you for listening to us riff, and difficult with trying to end the video.
Yes.
We're
we've had
better.
Several endings. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. So thank you. Love you. Shout out Village. Till next time.